we step back up in trip to the 1650 here, headed by Donoso, taking the drop in class. Of course, he was third in the January Cup last time out behind Eagle Way. Marble Hero ran in that race. He finished fourth. The Helene Charisma's been gelded his first start since the Golden Age finished second to Eagle Way. Citron Spirit finished in sixth place. Goldfield, a Derby entry, having his third start. Beauty Prince and Classic Emperor pretty close last time out on the all-weather. Down to Happy Spirit, who's a three-time course and distance winner. So it's a great lineup here for this Class 2. Brett, we'll have a look at it as far as the speed map is concerned. And this has been his go so far. The Golden Age is get out in front and get rolling. But Beauty Prince likes to move on as well.
Yeah, there's going to be the option, isn't there, whether or not he wants to kick through and maybe sort of test the Golden Age for the lead, Beauty Prince. But I would probably think not. I think this primarily might be the horse that could eventually try and soften up the Golden Age. We know Happy Spirit's been a performer in the past, went up on the speed, and he is a horse that from the barrier of gate 7 under Eddie Lyon might roll forward going into the race third up. So he could potentially test the Golden Age. It's a 1650 metre race, so he'll need to be a little bit sharper, the Golden Age, to hold the front. But he's you know, sort of 80-20 chance of doing it, I would have thought.
And he's probably heading towards the Derby as well, Paul. But what have you got for as far as track works concerned?
Yeah, if he wants to win the Derby, he would be wanting to win this, wouldn't he? So we're going to have a look at a piece on the grass here, which is Beauty Generation working with Helene Charisma. Now, Helene Charisma's been gelded, so he's a few pounds lighter going into this particular contest. He should get a good run from barrier 4, and I like this piece of work. He seems to be moving better anyway here in the mornings with that gelding. Golden Age, straight to the front for him. Barrier 1, you can see him leading out Contribution, and this is a horse who's in good form at the moment and really galloping well. So he looks tough to beat. And Citron Spirit thought was been unlucky in his last couple of starts, had excuses. But another horse that's going well, and he's working with Packing Dragon, and he is going better than Packing Dragon. And Packing Dragon's a good yardstick work-wise.
Just another on the speed map, Andrew. Solar Hey Hey is a horse that has often rolled forward in the past too, and he's drawn wide with a claim for Matthew Poon. So potentially another little option on the speed. All
right, there might be some competition for the lead then. We will find out. Let's look back at that January Cup. That Eagle Way, ultimately the winner, but the Golden Age was out in front and will have the rest of him behind him.
He did. He's done very little wrong, has he, the Golden Age? Obviously, as we've mentioned, Tony Cruz is taking a different path towards the Derby, but he's racking up a fair bit of prize money in the process.
Yeah, and there's no disgrace being beaten by a Group 1 winner here in Eagle Way. It was a good run from the Golden Age. He was only swamped late. I can't see why he can't win again.
Oh, he's a real little agile type with a good turn of foot.
There's a good story actually on the website by Andrew Hawkins talking about whatever happens here, his path towards the Derby, which may well be back here at Happy Valley. That's the Golden Age. What about Beauty Prince? Chased home Classic Emperor last time out. Start before, though, he had them all in trouble from the front for a while.
His form reads outstanding. He's not a horse that wins out of turn. He's had the one win from 25, but he's had 10 minors and 3/4. And the last two races, he's been defeated by Singapore Sling, who ran second in the Classic Mile, defeated by Classic Emperor, who they're talking about taking to the World Cup in Dubai. So it reads OK, that form, and I think he'll run a very big race again.
Yeah, if he reproduces that, and he has in the last couple of starts, so yeah, he'll definitely go close.
All right, the unknown factor possibly in the field is Helene Charisma. All the ability in the world, we just haven't seen it yet. Sam Clipperton's the man on board on Wednesday night.
Sam, Helene Charisma, he's been gelded recently. He's coming to the Valley for the first time. What are your thoughts here?
Well, I'm hoping for a change of form because he certainly needs it. But he's been gelded, as you said, and his work's been very good. He's not sweating up at all in the mornings, and he seems to really have changed his attitude and demeanour about things. So let's hope he can turn things around.
What about a track like Happy Valley? Do you think that will be okay for him?
I think it will suit him. He's probably been looking for a bit of cut in the ground. He's got great form in Europe, obviously, but Sha-Tin might just be a touch firm for him. But going to the Valley where he can get his toe in it a bit more, it might suit him. And it's not an overly strong race either. So if he can bring his best form, he's going to be a real hope.
What about the mile at the Valley? A bit sharp or with a bit of freshness? Can he come into it here?
Could possibly be a bit short for him, but he's had that good freshen up, and it's not a big field either. So he should be still within striking distance at the top of the straight, and he does have a very good turn of foot if he wants to use it. So, but as I said, his attitude sees good at home. He's not sweating up at all. He's really quite a calm horse now. So there's no reason why he shouldn't turn it around.
$15 about a Group 1 winner when he was in Europe, but That's a big but, isn't he? Does he turn up or not? What do you like here, though, Paul, in the Class 2?
Well, I think the Golden Age has got all the credentials. C+3 course, straight to the front. Catch me if you can. If he's rated perfectly in front, I don't think they'll get past him. Citron Spirit is an interesting one because he's been unlucky in his last couple of starts. I wanted to find a spot for him. Helene Charisma has been hanging a lot. Now that he's had that gelding, I just wonder if that was the problem with the hanging. And his track work suggests that he is on the straight and narrow now. So he is a Group 1 winner, as you mentioned. So we'll give him a chance. We saw Eagle Way come to Happy Valley and win impressively. I'll toss up between Donoso and Beauty Prince. I ended up going with Donoso in the end, so I didn't find a spot for Beauty Prince. I still think he'll run well, but I just couldn't find a spot for him. 4, 5, 3 and 1.
I found a spot for him. I put him on top. I think his form's outstanding, Beauty Prince, and he can either lead or he can be on the back of the speed and get the perfect run in the race, and his form's terrific. So I think this is a great opportunity for him to win. Marble Hero I've got in for second. I just get the feeling there might be a little bit more pressure on the Golden Age. They know what his racing pattern's like. Surely they're not just going to let him sit there in front and dictate. So I think there might be a bit more pressure on him, but he'll still run well. And Donoso rarely runs a bad race, so he has to go in 8, 2, 4, 1. I'd be happy to play the 8 on an each-way basis at that price.
Yeah, and Donoso will probably be on the backup as well to Charted on Sunday. I like the Golden Age, but not at that price. $1.80 is way too short for me. All right, that's race number 5. We'll take a short break, come back with the 6th on the other side of this.